Today, I want to share a small but meaningful story from my clinic. You know, those weeds we usually pull up from our gardens or see in park lawns are actually priceless gifts that nature has prepared for us at this stage of life. Throughout my years in medical practice, I've witnessed countless patients of mine, companions who have passed the age of 60, spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars each year on expensive supplements and multivitamins. They do all of this hoping to maintain their health, to live joyfully and healthily, and to fully enjoy their days with children and grandchildren. But at the same time, right in their own gardens, there are natural miracle medicines that they consider weeds and pull out. This makes me feel truly regretful, sometimes even heartbroken. I often think that we're living in an era where everything must be bought and expensive to be good, while forgetting that the most precious things sometimes lie right beneath our feet, simple and free. I'll never forget a 76-year-old woman who came to my clinic. She carried a small cloth bag filled with plants we commonly call weeds. Purslane, Dandelion. She timidly asked me, "Doctor, I read online that these plants are very good, but I don't dare eat them because I'm afraid they might be harmful. Are they poisonous?" Her eyes were full of concern, wanting to try but also fearful. Looking at her caution and worried expression, I felt both admiration and regret. This caution is very valuable, but sometimes it also prevents us from discovering the beautiful things that nature bestows upon us. Today, I want to share with you, especially those who have passed the age of 50, about plants that modern medicine is gradually rediscovering their value. Not to encourage you to self-treat, but to help you understand that nature has given us so many wonderful things, if only we know how to use them properly. And most importantly, to help you realize that health doesn't just come from expensive pills, but also from living in harmony with nature, knowing how to appreciate what is simple yet precious. Medical perspective on wild foods. In recent years, modern medicine is returning to what our ancestors knew thousands of years ago. We call this evidence-based traditional medicine. This isn't a passing trend, but a deep recognition that nature has existed and evolved over millions of years, surely holding secrets we need to learn and apply scientifically. What I often share with patients is that many plants we consider weeds actually have much higher nutritional density than cultivated vegetables. Why is that? Because they must struggle to survive in harsh conditions, having to fight off pests and severe weather without human care. This process has forced them to accumulate more protective compounds and nutrients to survive. Like seasoned soldiers, these wild plants have gone through countless trials, making them stronger and more valuable than plants pampered in greenhouses. Modern scientific research has proven that many wild plants contain bioactive compounds that we cannot synthesize in laboratories. These compounds work through complex mechanisms, interacting with each other in sophisticated ways that science is still trying to understand. That's why sometimes a natural herb can be more effective than synthetic pills, even with the same main active ingredient. It's like eating a natural apple with all its vitamins, minerals, fiber, and enzymes, instead of just taking a synthetic vitamin C pill. 1. Purslane, living omega-3 pills for your heart. Let me tell you about Purslane first. From a nutritional standpoint, Purslane is truly a scientific research has shown it contains the highest levels of omega-3 alpha-linolenic acid among all leafy greens 5-6 times more than spinach. This is truly amazing when you think that a wild plant like this can provide omega-3, a nutrient we usually think only comes from expensive salmon. This is especially important for older adults. Omega-3 helps reduce chronic inflammation, the root cause of many age-related diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. It's like a warrior, extinguishing the smoldering flames of inflammation in the body. Additionally, omega-3 supports brain function, helps maintain sharp memory, and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. For the cardiovascular system, omega-3 helps regulate blood pressure, reduce triglycerides, and prevent arterial hardening. Purslane is truly one of nature's most precious substances for the circulatory and nervous systems. The usage is very simple. You can wash purslane clean and add it to salads. It has a slightly sour, crispy taste that's quite pleasant. Or lightly it with garlic and olive oil. Make soup or juice it. Some people even pickle purslane to eat gradually. I usually recommend patients eat purslane in the morning when the stomach is empty, to maximize nutrient absorption. The only thing I need to caution you about is that if you've had kidney stones, you should consult your doctor first, as purslane contains oxalates. Another special thing about purslane is that it contains betalain, a powerful antioxidant with natural red pigment. This substance helps protect cells from free radical damage, slowing the aging process. Many studies show that people who regularly eat purslane have more radiant skin and fewer wrinkles compared to their peers. This is an unexpected bonus that nature reserves for those who know how to appreciate the simple gifts of earth and sky. 2. Lamb's quarters. Super-absorbable. Calcium. For bones and joints. Speaking of calcium, I'm sure you, like many of my patients, immediately think of drinking milk or swallowing large calcium pills. But from clinical experience, I've found a wild plant whose calcium content is even higher than milk. And more importantly, our bodies can absorb it much more as. This may sound hard to believe, but it's a truth that science has proven. That plant is lamb's quarters. This plant has much higher bioavailable calcium than milk. Bioavailable here means the body can absorb it more. Lamb's quarters is not only rich in calcium, but also contains magnesium and vitamin K2, two substances necessary for calcium to go to the right place, into bones, rather than depositing in arteries or kidneys. For postmenopausal women, supplementing calcium from natural sources like lamb's quarters has superior advantages. It doesn't cause constipation like many synthetic calcium supplements. Comes with magnesium and vitamin K, two substances necessary for calcium absorption, and contains natural folate, good for the nervous system. I often tell patients that calcium from lamb's quarters is like a complete package, having everything the body needs to build strong, healthy bones. Lamb's quarters has another special advantage. It contains natural substances that help clean blood vessels and reduce bad cholesterol. This is very important for older adults, as high cholesterol often accompanies calcium deposits in arteries. Lamb's quarters is like a smart friend, providing calcium for bones while helping clean blood vessels, ensuring calcium goes where it's needed. The preparation methods for lamb's quarters are also very diverse. You can boil it and mix with olive oil and lemon, or with garlic and chili. Young leaves can be eaten raw in salads. I usually recommend patients eat lamb's quarters with vitamin D-rich foods like eggs or fish to enhance calcium absorption. And remember to drink plenty of water after eating lamb's quarters, as it has mild diuretic properties. 3. Dandelion. Liver detox, support, and gut balance. Officinale dandelion is probably the plant most studied by me and my colleagues in modern herbal medicine. Clinical studies show very promising results. This isn't just an ordinary plant, but a natural pharmacist with the ability to support liver and digestive systems. Dandelion root contains inulin, a natural prebiotic that nourishes beneficial bacteria in the gut. In old age, the intestinal microbiome often becomes compromised, leading to poor nutrient absorption and reduced immunity. I often tell patients that when the gut is healthy, the body is healthy, and dandelion is one of the best friends of our digestive system, helping balance the microbiome, improve digestion, and boost immunity. Dandelion leaves have a gentle diuretic effect, but unlike synthetic diuretics, they don't deplete potassium. On the contrary, they supplement potassium to the body. This is very important for older adults, as potassium deficiency can cause heart rhythm disorders, muscle cramps, and weakness. Dandelion is like a balance expert, helping the body eliminate toxins through urine while supplementing necessary minerals. However, I need to caution, people taking diuretics or diabetes medication should be careful due to possible drug interactions. And those with gallstones should also consult a doctor first, as dandelion may stimulate gallbladder contractions. Safety is always the top priority in any natural therapy. Dandelion also contains taraxosterol, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Research shows this substance can help reduce chronic inflammation, the cause of many age-related diseases like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Drinking dandelion tea daily is like investing in long-term health, helping the body fight against the silent inflammation that's gnawing away. For chickweed, complete super protein for aging muscles in clinical practice. I see a very common and serious problem in older adults: sarcopenia, muscle mass loss syndrome. After age 50, we lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year. That's why many patients come for examination with weakness, easy fatigue, and tendency to fall. This doesn't just affect physical strength but also mental health, making many people feel old and useless. Stellaria media chickweed is an amazing nutritional discovery from a medical perspective. It contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a rare, complete protein source. In the plant world, this means chickweed can provide all the building blocks needed to build and repair muscles, like meat and fish, but much easier to digest. This is extremely important for older adults. Complete protein helps maintain and build muscle, and is easier to digest than protein from red meat. As we age, our digestive system also weakens, making red meat digestion difficult and potentially causing bloating and indigestion. Chickweed is like a gentle protein source, providing complete amino acids without burdening the stomach. Chickweed also contains saponins, compounds that help reduce cholesterol naturally. Some of my patients have reduced LDL cholesterol after regularly eating chickweed in salads, combined with other balanced dietary changes. Interestingly, the saponins in chickweed have a special structure that not only helps reduce cholesterol, but also enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K. Chickweed also contains high levels of vitamin C, higher than oranges and lemons. Vitamin C not only boosts immunity, but is also necessary for collagen synthesis, an important protein for skin, bones, and blood vessels. For older adults, maintaining collagen is very important to keep skin firm, bones strong, and blood vessels flexible. Eating chickweed is very simple. Young leaves can be eaten raw in salads or boiled like water spinach. It has a slightly sweet, crispy taste that's easy to eat. I usually recommend patients eat chickweed at breakfast or before exercise, so the body can immediately use amino acids for muscle building. And remember, what's simple is often what's best for our bodies. 5. Plantain, natural bandage for wounds. Plantain major is recognized by WHO as having anti-inflammatory and wound-healing properties. Allantoin and plantain stimulates cell regeneration, while acabin has natural antibacterial effects. These aren't new discoveries, but official recognition by modern medicine of what folk wisdom has known for ages. For older adults, skin is often thin and heals slowly. From a medical perspective, using fresh plantain to dress small wounds can reduce healing time, limit infection, and reduce scarring. This is especially useful for people with diabetes, as they often have problems with wound healing. Besides external use, plantain can also be used internally. Plantain tea has a soothing effect on gastric mucosa, helping reduce symptoms of mild gastric ulcers. The mucilage in plantain forms a protective layer, giving the mucosa time to heal itself. Many of my patients have felt stomach relief after regularly drinking plantain tea. Plantain also contains acapinin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Research shows acabin can inhibit inflammatory enzymes, helping reduce pain and swelling. This is why many people find joint pain relief after applying plantain to inflamed skin areas. However, I always remind patients that this is only supportive therapy, not a replacement for regular medical treatment. 6. Common mallow, natural armor for the stomach. Malva neglecta, wild mallow, contains high levels of mucilage-like substance. When it meets water, mucilage swells to form a natural armor layer, protecting gastric mucosa from acid and irritating agents. For older adults who often suffer from gastritis and reflux, mallow can create a protective membrane for mucosa, reduce gastric irritation, and support mucosal healing processes. Many of my patients have felt stomach relief after drinking mallow tea before meals. This is especially useful for those who must take NSAIDs regularly, as these medications can damage gastric mucosa over time. Mallow also contains flavonoids with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. These substances help reduce inflammation in the digestive tract and support mucosal recovery processes. Mallow tea has a mild, slightly sweet taste that's easy to drink. I usually recommend patients drink it 30 minutes before meals to create a protective layer for the stomach. From my clinical experience, I completely believe that these weeds are truly treasures of nutrition and valuable medicine, but I also want to emphasize something important. Each of our bodies is a unique individual. Therefore, the most important thing is that you must always listen to your body and put safety first. I have a few golden rules that I always tell my patients. First, always start slowly. Use a small amount of each type. Observe how your body reacts, then gradually increase. Don't rush. Give your body time to adapt. Second, you must identify correctly. If you're not certain, never use it. Use plant identification apps or professional books. Third, ensure clean sources. Only harvest from unpolluted areas, away from roads or industrial zones. Finally, and this is extremely important, always consult your doctor if you're taking medications. Herbs can interact with Western medicine, and this combination needs close supervision. Monitor reactions. If you have any unusual symptoms like nausea, diarrhea, or a rash, stop immediately and consult a doctor. Don't underestimate these signs. Your body is talking to you. Listen carefully. Small symptoms can be early warning signs of bigger problems. Keep a diary, record what you eat, and how your body feels. This helps doctors assess effectiveness and safety. A detailed diary can provide valuable information, helping identify what works and doesn't work for your body. This is also a way for you to monitor and evaluate your health improvement process. Regular checkups. If you use these regularly, have periodic health checks to monitor indicators. Basic blood tests like liver function, kidney function, and blood sugar can show how your body is responding to dietary changes. Knowledge is power, and understanding your own body is the most important thing. Remember, these herbs are supportive therapy, not meant to replace medication for underlying conditions. They are companions helping enhance health, not complete replacements for modern medicine. The harmonious combination of medical knowledge and wisdom from nature is the key to a healthy and happy life. Don't forget that right in your garden, there may be treasures you've never known about.